Mars in Libra is in a cardinal air sign, and relative to its cardinal nature, this is an action-oriented sign. It is a placement that bestows classic action, and similar to the Leo placement, is all about presentation, okay? Unlike Mars in Aries, given its air element, we are now going to see, of course, the same direct cardinal action, but now applying the mental nature of this Mars placement. And so it's going to really look at character and your personality as a whole and take action relative to who you are. And this is where now the social disposition and perspective of Mars in a sign like this, whether in detriment or not, really gives you the difference between a Mars in Aries and a Mars in Libra. Mars in Aries, that's individual, likes to take solo action. Mars in Libra desires to take cooperative and altruistic action with people and or for people. We're seeing an element of selfishness versus selflessness, but it doesn't really mean that you're not selfish if you have Mars in Libra. There's just going to be more of a desire to do things with others, and even if it's by yourself, to really socialize. The action of bridging and communicating makes this placement a must for those who like to go out and like to do things with people when they go outside. This is especially expressed sexually, where, like Mars in Leo, which will be a bit of a performance, Mars in Libra is a cooperative patty cake element that is going to, of course, incorporate teamwork in the nature of how action is done. And like Mars in Gemini, is the second of the three sapiosexual Mars. So let's talk a little bit of the difference. Mars and Gemini natives are going to desire more what it is you're saying, whereas Mars in Libra is going to desire more how it is you're saying it. They're going to desire those who can command social situations and have the grace of a Bruno Mars to captivate a crowd and to make all sorts of private parts wet or whatever. That being said, the emphasis is really more on the social action in expressing one's character and how graceful and really how cool you are, really how awesome you are. We'll get to that with Mars in Aquarius, but this is definitely going to really focus more on how it is you demonstrate your smarts in the context of really being social with other people. The pros of this, of course, present intelligence in action. A Mars in Libra can read the social situation and take action relative to who they see is who in the moment. This is really good for social climbing, because they're definitely going to take action in ways that really upgrade this. But I would say the cons of this placement might be the inability or the difficulty in taking action for oneself or by oneself. These placements may be much easier to be lonely, especially if they don't have an audience like Mars in Leo to perform to. Regardless, when dealing with the Mars in Libra, bring your A game, bring your best self, because that is who they're going to be taking action with. And if you're ready for a collaborative adventure, it's a really fun Mars to, do things with. That being said, if you would like more insight into your Mars position, you can schedule a reading at thepeacedealer.com and we'll look into your Mars placement with you. Peace.